Good morning. Back in the saddle again, and this is gonna be a different bit of a video. I'm gonna make a comparison from a tire that I just got from Maxxis and what's currently on my bike. We're gonna see what they say about the new HyprX Reavers and Ramblers. Specifically the Reaver, which is what I have, is faster, even for a gravel setup. So, we'll see. Currently what's on the bike, Panaracer Gravel Slick 43 700 by 43. So I picked, after I met up with Shimano, the guys from, after having a meeting with some friends and spoke with some other guys, they mentioned that the new Maxxis Reavers on HyprX compound, despite being a gravel bike, a gravel tire, despite being a gravel tire, should have a lower rolling resistance, meaning faster speed than the gravel slicks. Something to wait and see. So syempre, when comparing two tires, di naman pwede na I don't really talk about what my current tire is. So like I said kanina, Panaracer Gravel Slick 700 by 43. Now, it's not, I think it's a pretty decent tire. Pretty happy with it. Except for, hindi ko alam kung ako lang, and there's something wrong with the bike setup. Don't know. Pero, may mga times, may mga moments na I feel like it's just slippery when I'm cornering on tarmac, on asphalt, sa kalye. So dahil dun, minsan takot ako. But pag diretso, ganda pa karamdam. Goes pretty close to road bike tire status. So for us not regular bikers, hindi naman gumakareta. Bakit natin gusto ng tires with lower rolling resistance? Me, personally, prefer tires with the lower rolling resistance. So it's less effort. It's easier. Lighter. Easier to crank. Maaga ang pa-jack. I don't race, so I'm not after the speed. Especially on my gravel bike. When I use my gravel bike, it's zone 2 day. But it's less effort, makes my rides easier. So that's why I prefer a tire with lower rolling resistance. That's why I got the gravel slicks, similar to a road tire setup. But there's rumors now that the Reaver, being a dirt tire, which will give me more traction on dirt, will also give me lower rolling resistance and should be grippy. So to keep it a little simple, what I look for in a tire for my purposes, not racing, and 90% of the time I'm riding on roads like this, something that is a little faster, lower rolling resistance nga. So my effort biking isn't as much, it's easier, and with grip, makapit. So if there's no grip, it makes it very unsafe for us riders. And last on the priority list, has to look good. Vanity. And since the 90% I am on roads like this, there is that 10% where I want to go on trails. So the Rambler is essentially a gravel tire that can that can go on dirt and on tarmac like this. So on the next ride on this gravel bike, I will also go on the gravel. So we're about to come into a downhill section. Would be a good place for a speed test comparison. Let's check my speed at the green billboard. Maintaining 26.1 bitaw na green billboard. So 26.1 bitaw na green billboard. Let's see on the GPS how quick I get. Peak time here. Using my Garmin. Not the most scientific techniques, but we do what we gotta do. One of my biggest weird feelings I get on this tire is when I transition from cement to paint. Feels like I lose a lot of grip. Don't know why. Just feels that way. And I don't like it. So we're pretty much done with testing on the road. Now we're gonna get a feel again of how the Panaracer Gravelking SS feels on the trail. It's off with a bit of cobbles, some roots. Actually, not so bad so far. Strangely, Panaracers felt more safe, more stable on the trails. Didn't expect that. Weird, but I'll take it. Found the second part of the trail. Whoa! Okay, that had no grip, but that was super, super loose. So I'm on the Maxxis Reaver tires now, 45C, as compared to what I used to have, Panaracer Gravelking SS 43C. Initially, very first impression, like 2 minutes into the ride, nung may natamaan na agad ako lubak. Definitely more comfortable. Bumps feel a lot easier on this. Could be because 45C, or it could be the tire, or it could be both. But yeah, very first impression, definitely more supple. Seems to have more grip on tarmac. Speed, sometimes I forget I'm on a wider and knobby tire as compared to my Panaracer. But very similar starting point. Let's see how it goes. Finally, we're gonna know how fast we go there. Finally, we're gonna have proper speed comparison. Let's see. Initially though, these tires do feel faster. Remember, it's wider, it's taller, a little heavier, it's got knobs. So it shouldn't be. If it is faster, Maxxis is doing a good job with their tech. Stupid me, by the way. I actually had a video of Ron, our spokes mechanic, unboxing, taking out the front of the packaging, and installing these tires onto the bike. Stupidly, I pressed format to get ready for the day's ride on the new tires. The result being, pressing format deleted the video of the installation of the tires. Check this out. I've been freewheeling since the top of the hill. and he had more cranks than I did before I stopped. But I'm catching up. So, me catching up, both on heavy bikes. His more aero, his more road oriented. He cranked it a little more than I did. The fact that I caught up means these Reaver tires are quicker than some road tires. So Reavers definitely have more grip. And now I'm not afraid to lean into this crap a little more. I was scared to do that before the Panaracers. Now, oh yeah. So much better than the Panaracers in grip. And they're so comfy. Okay, number one takeaway. Maxxis Reavers 45C. Sure, they're a little bit bigger than my past Panaracer. Just a little bit. But the comfort and how they absorb the bumps on the same PSI, completely different. What an improvement in comfort. So it's not just the comfort, the grip they have on, damn it, the grip these things have on tarmac compared, once again I want us clear, compared to the Panaracer Gravel Slick SS. Compared to those tires, the Reaver's grip on tarmac, also night and day. Even when I go on the paint, it doesn't scare the crap out of me anymore like I used to. So, performance on tarmac, grip-wise, comfort is also an improvement. And if I'm being honest, I think my bike looks so much better on these new tires. Sorry po, nakaharang ako sa bike lane. Sorry po, nakaharang ako sa bike lane. Let's go over some routes. Feels better. Ow! Bougainvillea has thorns. Aray. Well, it feels faster still on the trails than the Panaracer, and it's giving me bigger balls because I feel like it has more grip and there's also more comfort. So I think even on the trails, obviously it's got better grip because it's got more knobs than the Panaracers. What's surprising is though, it's also pretty quick. It's fast on these things. Or maybe I'm faster through the trails now because I'm not scared about losing grip, because these tires make me feel more confident on the dirt than those Panaracers. Kiko, thank you for the recommendation for rating these Maxxis Reavers HyprX. They are solid. But we won't take the same stupid trail I did last time, because I got lost. I still feel some loss of grip, but not like last time where it totally got away from me. Bottom line, I am happy with the Reavers. They rock. They are good. Oh, even the landings are better. Nice. Let's jump another speed bump. Maxxis Reaver review. Purely based on feel and experience for the first ride. It's so much better than the Panaracer Gravel Slicks. Gravelking Slicks, Gravel Slicks, SS. I forgot. They feel faster. They absorb bumps better. And there's more grip. Performance all around for me. That's how I felt on these tires. Thank you, Leiron, for installing them. Sorry I screwed up and erased the video where you did the install. Thank you, Don. Yeah, that's it. Hope you liked it.